Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here, and today I thought I would make a quick little video about the Carolina Beach Boardwalk. This is one of my favorite boardwalks I've ever been to and visited. It's really a nice, like a family friendly type of an atmosphere here. A lot of things to do, a lot of good little places to eat, and has a little bit of shopping, little touristy shops and things of that nature. And they got something kind of special this year. A few changes have taken place and I want to point them out to you. So that being said, come with me. We got our coffee, we're good to go. Let's go do this. So at the beginning of this video, before we really get into where all the shops and the food is on the boardwalk itself, the main part of the boardwalk, I wanted to show you where the boardwalk actually begins, and it's right here at Pelican Lane. And right here is the parking area, and this is the beginning. And then it extends all the way down to the Marriott. So I just kind of wanted to show you, to give you an idea if you've never been here before, kind of what you have to look for, like how long the boardwalk is. It's a pretty good length. I would say a minimum of a quarter of a mile long. So I just thought that was a good way to start the video out, just to give you an opportunity to know where it is, where it begins and where it ends. Alright friends, we're going to start our tour off right here. I'm kind of on the north end of the boardwalk area, and right there is all the old buildings and the main guts of the boardwalk and all the shopping and everything. And I just kind of want to paint you a picture of how it's laid out if you've not been here in a long time, or maybe you've never been here. But there's two big hotels that kind of bookends the boardwalk and the shopping, and that's this one. This here is the Hampton Inn, and then the one just to the south of that, that's actually the Marriott. So that's the two big bookend hotels that a lot of people stay in, guests stay in, and you don't have to drive to the boardwalk. You can walk. So that's really cool. And then when I turn around and look further north, this is the Cabana Suites, which used to be known as the Cabana Del Mar Hotel, and it actually extends on down past that. Something I want to show you right away about the boardwalk, they have these benches that you can set, and you can either sit on this side and check out the ocean and watch sunrises, or you can actually move the backing and sit on this side and just kind of people watch as people walk by. I think that's pretty cool. So something I like to do. I like the benches a lot, but for me, my favorite thing to do with my wife, right here, the swings. Love the swings. Come out here, have you some coffee in the morning, sit here and check out the sunrise, or just watch the ocean for a little while and drink your coffee. It's just so relaxing and nice, especially this time of morning, because there's nobody out. Everybody's still sleeping. So little tip right there. So as we come down off the boardwalk, the first establishment that we come to is Beach Bums, which is a pretty cool little bar in there. They have some music and plenty of alcoholic beverages. We're just gonna work our way down through here. So next up we got Salty's Restaurant and Pub, and right next to that we have Pelican Snowballs, which they are so delicious. Have all the different flavors they have here. That is a lot. Quite a few options. And right next to that we have Seaside Gifts and Treasures. Have all kind of little beach kind of trinkets and things like that. Any sand bucket, sandcastle building things, and of course they gotta have some hermit crabs. And then right next to that we have some gelato ice cream and coffee. This next establishment right here is a restaurant, and I have to give it some love because this is one of my favorite places to come eat here on the boardwalk. It is called the Carolina Smokehouse, and they have some delicious food. They really do. I really enjoy their barbecue. They got some good sauces, but the thing I enjoy the most is they got it's like a firecracker shrimp or some kind of buffalo style shrimp that is really tasty. And the other thing I really enjoy about it is their outdoor seating is up here on this upper deck, And I love sitting up there in the evening, eating my food, and you're up high enough at that point in time where you can actually see the ocean. And it just really makes a nice feeling, man, to sit up there and eat and enjoy the views of the Atlantic Ocean. And you can people watch a little bit, which is always fun, especially when you're at the beach and you have all these bars around. You just never know what you're going to see. Next up, we have Buzz's Roost. Got some pretty good food in there too. I think I've ate there a few times in my life. I actually have us a little menu up here to kind of give you an idea. They have some peel and eat shrimp, shellfish, bang bang shrimp. That might be even what they call it over there at the barbecue place. It might be called bang bang shrimp also. But really good. They got all kind of snow crab dinners, Cajun seafood, low country boil. So next to the Buzz's Roost, we have Naughty Dog. And this is always a pretty cool place. Have a little window where they can serve you. And they have these bars right here. And then most of the time they have like some seats out here. You can see the post down here where you can kind of rest your feet as you eat or you drink your adult beverage. And then now we're down here far enough where we're starting to get into the little carnival area for kids. And this is the new addition, is this Ferris wheel. It's 95 feet tall. And it's one that you don't take down and move away like the rest of these rides and stuff. This one here is actually here to stay here at Carolina Beach here on the boardwalk. And a little pricey. It's about $10 to ride. But we actually rode it a few weeks ago right after it opened up, and we'll put that video in, or put that little clip in right here. All right guys, got my tickets. Let's go ride the new Ferris wheel. And we're up and moving. Wow, this is a little high. Kind of see everything.
Look at the ocean.
Nice beautiful view. You can actually see that dredging ship out there. It's actually dredging the sand off the bottom to do a beach replenishment. Right here we can see the downtown area, the marina of Carolina Beach. You kind of scroll around. See behind me, you can see the scramblers down there zooming around. Got my wife with me. She's on here to hold my hand in case I get scared. Because me and Ferris wheels, even though I love roller coasters and I've rode some big, bad, fast roller coasters in my life, me and Ferris wheels, going way back to when I was a kid, when I rode a double Ferris wheel for the first time, I was terrified. I was about 12 or 13 years old. It was the most horrible riding experience of my life. And we're moving. We're really moving. Oh man, this is so cool. Nice ride. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know something. I don't like all that screeching noise. Like, you know, I know that's the tires that's making this thing move, but not a big fan of that. Just like that, we're off the Ferris wheel. Everybody's still got all their limbs. We're good to go. That was kind of fun. So I hope you enjoyed that clip. Some nice views of the Atlantic Ocean when you're riding it. Like I said, a little pricey, but you know what? It's a vacation. People are going to pay what they're going to pay to have a good time. So right next to that, we have us a little nachos and pizzas, cold drinks and pretzels. Right here's where you buy your ride tickets to ride all these rides. And then right next to that, we have Hurricane Alley, which is a nice little bar. They have food in there, have some music, pretty happening place. And once again, they do have upper deck seating, so you have nice views of the ocean. So this carnival area has all kinds of rides and things like that, mainly for kids. Let's be honest here. This is more of a family kid carnival, not really so much adult. They used to have some big adult rides here, but most of the stuff that I'm seeing that they have now is mainly just for like little kids and things of that nature. I think a teenager probably wouldn't really dig a lot of this stuff too much. Maybe a couple rides in here, but not a whole lot. But something that I noticed is they really need a really overly sized lemon masquerading as a lemonade stand maybe. That's all they're missing. And you know what? They even have that. So right next to Naughty Dogs, we have the Silver Dollar, which has been a mainstay here on the boardwalk for quite some time. And this building right here on the corner next to the Silver Dollar used to be called the Crazy Cones. And the signage is still there, but they have moved Crazy Cones. It's not in this building anymore. They actually moved it down on the opposite end of the boardwalk at the Fudge Boat. So just remember that when you come down this year, if you're looking for some Crazy Cone ice cream, you have to go to the Fudge Boat to get it now. So I'm down here in the Pavilion area where we have a stage, and they have like concerts throughout the summer, and they also have bingo every Wednesday night in the summertime. So just keep that in mind. A lot of fun. And I think it's on Thursday nights when they actually have their concerts here, and then they shoot fireworks at 9 p.m. right after the concert. So right here they have a schedule up for the Boardwalk Blast, and it's every Thursday night. It's been that way for years. There's a few occasions on certain holiday weekends, like Memorial Day weekend. It was on Friday of 5/27, and they got the band that plays. And so this is kind of the layout. The music starts at 6:30 to 9:30. Fireworks is at 9 p.m. sharp. So there's all the music that they're going to be playing throughout the summer months every week. So I think that's pretty cool. And their fireworks show is quite good. So we have the schedule for the outdoor movies right here, like movies at the lake. They used to do. Movies start at dusk, and right there, ooh, look at that, July 3rd, they're going to show Jaws 2, the 10th Jungle Cruise. They got some good stuff on there. So I'm right here in front of the old Crazy Cone building, which it is no more. We're gonna keep on walking down through here. We have Fuzz and Love. Have all kind of some tie-dye items in there. Far Out is the next store. No Problem Island Wear. Green Flower Wellness. And then right here we have a place called Mart. And believe it or not, I'm gonna go back a ways on this one. Mart at one time wasn't even a store. It was actually a bumper cars. This was a bumper car area where you could pay your money. There was no windows back then. You just walked in. There was a gap right here, and you just walked in. And these openings where they have windows now, actually I think it had like bars up, almost like a jailhouse would. And that's where you would walk up through here and wait in line and pay your money, and then you would go in there, and it was all like open air, and there was no windows, so people could come over here and kind of watch as people just, you know, played on their bumper cars. And I'm gonna tell you something, that was some of the fastest, hard-hitting bumper cars you will ever ride. I mean, it was, you know, I'm sure some people got some whiplash in there because it was pretty violent. Right next to that we have Carolina Surf Brand, like Blackbeard. So right across from Carolina Surf Brand, we have this place here, and it's called the Pit. Pleasure Island Tavern at Buzz Roost. And it's just right behind the Buzz Roost restaurant. So they're obviously connected in some way. So I'm standing here right in front of Mart, and the next establishment we have is Flynns Pizzeria, which they serve New York style pizza for the most part in there. That's what they kind of pride themselves at, is really big pizzas, and the big thin crust New York style is kind of what they do. And something that's new here in 2022 is they have a pickup window where you don't have to go inside anymore. You can actually come right here, place your order for your slice, your pizza slice, and they have like some prices right there. $2.95 for cheese, $3.45 for the pepperoni. You kind of get where I'm going with that. Specialty slices. And then you would come around the corner here on the side out of the traffic a little bit, and then right here is where you pick up your pizza slices. So that is pretty cool. If you're on the go, you're coming off the beach and hungry, it makes it nice and quick. You got sand on your feet, whatever, you don't have to go inside their store. You can just come right here and order it. So I like that. That's pretty neat. I love options. Options are always good for everyone. So the next store up, we have a place called Beach Bunny, and you know, if you can't figure it out, they serve ice cream, and they have fresh squeezed lemonade. So that's really nice. But so right across from Beach Bunny ice cream, we have the star of the boardwalk. That is Britt's Donuts, and they are delicious. They've been around since 1939. They're almost as old as Superman. Superman, 1938. If you didn't know, now you know. And they are so delicious. They're so good, and they only make them one way, the right way, and that's glazed. And I would never put chocolate or any kind of sprinkles on their donuts, ever. So right next to the Beach Bunny ice cream, we have King's Beachwear. King's Beachwear has been in Carolina Beach forever, it seems like. Not in this exact location the whole time, but they have been around in the area for quite some time, dating all the way back to the 90s at least, maybe longer than that. And right across from King's Beachwear, we have Sweet Life Candy Shop. They have all kinds of good sugary things in there. They even have some popcorn. All that candy in there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but trust me, they have a lot of candy in there. All kind of taffies and things of that nature. Right here at this boardwalk sign, this really old signage, which I always like stuff like that, especially when it's all lit up. It looks really cool. We have this place, welcome to Shelby Jeans at the boardwalk. But at the time, this place is closed. They have nothing going on in there at all, and that's a real shame, because this is such a cool shop area, you know, and to have that sign up there but have nothing going on inside is just kind of disappointing. Next up, we have the arcade here on the boardwalk, and this is the only arcade that we have at the time. You know, the Carolina Beach Boardwalk, for years we used to have multiple arcades. I think we had 3 arcades down here, and now we only have 1. So that's kind of a shame. Arcades are kind of a thing of the past, but actually back in the day, like King's Beachwear down there was actually an arcade. This was all the arcade, and it burned down at some point a few years back. I think in like around 2000, maybe 14 or 15, they had a fire there, and they burned it down, and then they remodeled everything, and then King's Beachwear moved in. So right across from the arcade, we have this place, this storefront, and it's just a trinket store. They have like a lot of Carolina Beach style, you know, beach touristy things in there. So right next to the arcade, we have Simply Southern, Pursuit of Preppiness, and they actually had henna tattoos in there, but it says closed for the season, so maybe they're not going to open up here in 2022. Right around the corner from them, we have the Island Ice Factory, and they have all kind of ice cream and Italian ice, milkshake sundaes, and floats, which is always good to have abundance of that at the beach in the summertime because it's so daggone hot. So down here on the very end of the boardwalk, right before we get to the Hampton Inn and Suites area, you have the Fudge Boat. And the Fudge Boat has been a mainstay here on the Carolina Beach Boardwalk for many, many years. And this is also where I was telling you Crazy Cones has moved to. So if you want a Crazy Cone ice cream, and that's them up there on the wall with the cool little colors, and right there's their logo, Crazy Cones, this is where you would come and get it here at the Fudge Boat. And they have homemade fudge and ice cream here also. So I think that's pretty cool, because their ice cream in the Fudge Boat was always, you know, like dipped or scooped ice cream. And obviously crazy cone is more of a soft serve with this like flavoring gel on the very edges. That's what those colors are, that red, green, and the yellow. That's what that is. It's like a gel, but it is really good. It gives it a cool flavor. If you're a fan of soft serve, maybe you want to try that out if you've never tried it before. So right next to the Fudge Boat is Crush and Grind Coffee Shop. So, and that is pretty much our final stop here on the boardwalk today. So there's one more establishment I want to show you before we end this video today, as we see all the carnival rides they have here at Carolina Beach. This building right here in front of us is actually the backside of Flynns Pizza. And if we kind of turn around right here, we have these new apartment buildings that was built here in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And they have a restaurant in the bottom area, and this is called the Fork and Cork. And this place is really pretty good. A little loud inside last time I was in here. That was the only thing I didn't like about it. But other than that, Fork and Cork is they got some pretty good food in there, so might want to come over here sometime and check them out. Right here's their hours. And if you ever watch Diners, Drive-In, and Dives, the TV show on the Food Network, they actually, on one of their episodes, they was in Wilmington, and they had a Fork and Cork in Wilmington, up around the Market Street area, the downtown boardwalk area up there, the waterfront. And Fork and Cork was actually on that show, and then this place opened up maybe a year or two after that episode. And I'm pretty sure it's the same owners. They got, you know, very similar food and everything. So just a little nod to them. I just wanted to show them off, even though technically they're not on the boardwalk. All right, that will pretty much do it for us today as the sun sets on this video as it comes to an end. I really appreciate you stopping by, taking this little walkthrough with me today. And if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you like today's content, give it a big old thumbs up. Lets me know you care. And yeah, if you have any comments, please put down below. I'd love to hear from you, or any questions. I try to get back to you as quick as I can. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti Gang, and I will see you friends in the next video.